It's all professional and shit.
I can't curse now.
You can do whatever.
No, I'm not.
You do whatever you want.
Yeah, right.
Roll can put in the quack. I mean,
It'll be,
quack.
I'm from northern New Jersey. We curse every. I was like, beep, 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 beep. I might tell you, sir, my wife got to listen to me and my younger brother, the one that served with me, and we just started dating, and I call him, I put him on speaker. This is the old flip phone thing, and like, hey, stick. And he's like, what's up, hole? And she's looking at me like, what the hell's going on? I said, that's him telling me I love him, and I'm telling him I love him back. I'm like, what the? She's like, what?
Rich Runner Plays.
Guys, welcome to Table Full of Pipes. We ain't got no knives today, but we got pipes. We got one of our good buddies here, Vincent. I can't say his last name. He's some dang Italian or something or another. I don't know.
I was going to say something.
It's not French, right?
No, it's not. It's Italian. Yeah.
Just talking about cussing.
Yeah.
That'll make an Italian cuss, probably.
Mm-hmm.
But Vincent is a very amazing pipe maker. He's friends with one of our good knife making buddies, Tim Molesky from Ubro's Forge. And he was in today to see, he'd come up to visit. I was like, shoot, we need to shoot a video. Vincent's a pretty cool dude, has a cool story. I was like, man, we should just sit down and chit chat for a little bit and smoke some pipes. I've got one here I picked up from you at Blade Show this past year. He was there with Tim, and he was, I was like blown away.
You're not.
I got one.
Okay.
Oh, there's my tamper.
Okay, sorry.
So the nice thing about pipe smoking, if you guys are not familiar with it, it's hard to do anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a very relaxing thing. I think that's like years ago. It's what really like drew me to it, was just like, cigars are great and everything, but you can like do everything and smoke cigars at the same time. I like to chase the dog down. Scout, come here. Come on. Get over here. He knows we start talking, and he's like, he's going to do his little sneak around and disappear. Come on. Scout.
He's like, Dad, I hope he's not watching me.
Come on. Come over here. Come lay down. Come here. Or lay with Raul. But lay down. All right. But that's the nice thing about it. Like, if you have a stressful life or whatever, there's nothing much better than, in the evening, having a nice pipe.
Mm-hmm.
And it's cheap. It's a very inexpensive hobby to get into. Tobacco is really cheap. There's some awesome, pipe tobacco out there nowadays. And it's nice to see like something from, what our grandfathers would have done, kind of take root again into the, a couple generations later. But tell us about yourself, Vincent. Like, where you come from? We know you come from Jersey.
Yeah, I come from
so that makes you a dang Yankee.
Yeah, I am a dang Yankee, but I love it down here. I would never change anything. That's the difference. Damn Yankees, they come down here and they want to change everything. I'm originally from northern New Jersey, Patterson. If anybody doesn't know, the movie Lean on Me, which was one of the schools that I that was over there, inner city school. After high school, went to college, didn't do so well, like a lot of people, and then joined the Marine Corps Reserve. And then 9/11 happened, and I remember having a part-time job sitting off of 95, which is basically parallels New York City and New Jersey, and watching the towers fall.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah. I saw the first tower. The first tower was on fire, and so I was doing a run for a phenomenal place in New Jersey called the Game Room Store. Great family, and I was just doing a run, so I pulled over on the highway. It's probably whatever. I don't know the time-wise, but then I sat there and I watched the other plane. I saw another explosion. Mm-hmm. And at that point, I was like, this is not just a normal thing, And, I was in the reserves, an infantry unit. And then at that time, everybody basically went on active duty. We got deployed to North Carolina, stayed there for almost 2 to 3 years, went to Yugoslavia during the Kosovo issues. Of course, we went to the invasion of Iraq. We were in Nasiriyah. Went up to Najaf before it became a thing. which is another interesting story altogether because we saw the writing on the wall. I decided not to go back to North Carolina because I met my fantastic wife and stayed down in North Carolina, got a job working for Durham Police Department, and I worked there for 4.5 years with some phenomenal police officers that are still there. After that, I lateraled over to High Point, where I was a patrol officer, a street crimes officer, and a narcotics detective. And during that period of time, was on the SWAT team for about 15 years with some phenomenal people over there. And then I finally decided to retire. So I'm probably April was my last official day. And so now I'm just putting some more effort into pipe making and spending some time with some great people. I appreciate you having me. I didn't expect this.
Well, I didn't think about it until we were sitting there at lunch. We should do a video.
Pipes, knives, and beads.
And what I liked was when we went to the Blade Show, because I've never been, as a pipe community, they have cigar shows and pipe shows. I've never been to one of them, and I would assume, but the Blade Show was the best thing I've ever been to in a long time because of how phenomenal the people were.
Yeah.
You're
a great group of people.
You're dealing with everybody is just the most humble, and you're talking about some of the people that have basically made the knife world.
Yeah.
And they are the most down to earth, willing to do anything for you. And I love that community. Now, I'm not a knife maker, but that was just an eye opening, and with you guys and spending time with you guys, and of course Tim, it was very refreshing. It was perfect timing for me too, because I was retiring at that time.
Yeah.
So, but that was awesome.
How's retirement? Pretty good.
It's not what it's all cracked up to be. You get a lot of time on your hands. I'm trying to get my groove. We talked earlier about finding your purpose. My purpose really is to try to give back to. It's not just veteran community, but people in general. You know, whatever I can do to help other people, and then get better at whatever craft I'm doing. This pipe is made by my mentor, Jeremiah Sandel, phenomenal human being. He's out of Minnesota, but he's helped me. There's a bunch of other ones, Chris Morgan for Bones Pipes. And that community is very similar to the knife making, whereas they learn things and they pass it on to you as long as you're open to learn. And they're critical, and all they're trying to do is help you. Mm-hmm. And they're also just really good human beings. And so I'm trying to get back into that world of doing that and maybe giving back as much as I can.
We were talking about ego and stuff earlier while we were at lunch, and I think that's like the killer of progressing your craft, no matter what that is. Like if you have, and that's like across the board, whether it's knives or pipes or guitars or furniture, if you have this ego, it just completely stops you in your tracks. Like if you're unwilling to take criticism, if you're unwilling to, really just take people's, people that are better than you, take their, input. Now there's some people you should never take their input. Those people exist, but just being able to take people that are masters, take their criticisms and really put it to heart, it makes a big difference.
Yeah. Humility is one of the things that, it's funny you say that because we were talking about it. It means a lot to be humble and be able to listen and you have to, if you're going to learn and get better at anything, you have to put your ego aside and have some humility. It's too bad not everybody follows that direction.
Well, they just get stuck.
Yeah.
And then it's everybody else, oh, we can't, nobody else understands and all that stuff. It's just kind of almost a victim mentality sometimes. But what got you into this? What got you into
So so I was a cigar smoker pre my time in the military. And in Jersey, at least at that time, was really big on cigars. Were really big, kind of like it is now here in North Carolina, which is phenomenal. And I started smoking cigars, and my girlfriend at the time, when I got out of the service, she's like, I can't do this cigar smoke all the time. So we went to the store, and it was, the typical, we went into the mall in Winston-Salem, and there was a pipe and cigar store. And she bought me a Peterson pipe.
Oh, nice.
And I got into that and just started to really enjoy it. But because you're right, it's really relaxing. And I started looking into the topic of pipe smoking and how it is very similar to cigar smoking. It allows you to sit down and relax for a minute because it's just you, your conversations, if you're having them, and the cigar or pipe. And it lets you kind of clears your brain. And a lot of people are getting in, their cigars, and then when I started getting into estate sales, like I was talking to you about, like going to an Yankee store, finding something and cleaning them up. Well, I was doing that. There was a couple pipe makers out there, and I would Instagram is a great thing. Started talking to him, and what would I need to try to do this? He's like, well, try to refinish them first. And then little by little I started, and, I would try to make something, watch a video or make something, send it to him. And then they would critique, which is phenomenal, critique the heck out of it. And you would refine it. And even now, like everybody will tell you, like as they progress, you guys are knife makers, is fit and finish, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, and when when you're trying to fix that up and get better, and like I'm a new pipe maker compared to some of these other ones, so I'm still in the realm of like looking at something and getting an idea, and some other people can just they just go with it. Yeah. I'm not quite at that realm yet because I'm trying to still learn how to do it. But it was pretty much learning from the right people, getting the right equipment, which can cost quite a bit after a while. But then listening to people, and being open-minded and saying, okay, well, this is not good. And the whole idea was, if you're going to sell a product or make a product, make it to the best of your ability at that time, and don't cut corners. Don't sell something to somebody that's going to break within a week and expect it, and all those little things coincides with the knife makers, where it's all about quality and your name represents something. Yeah. And
reputation's everything.
Yeah. And then I started when I started to kind of sell, I started donating a percentage to the Warriors Heart Foundation and Phenomenal Foundation, All Secure Foundation. Tom Satterley does that. And then Talons, which is Nick's gonna get mad, but it's another phenomenal foundation, and it's just giving back to them. And I'm retired, I'm good financially, so my whole thing is really whatever I can give back and learn and get better at doing this. That's all I care about. Yeah. It's not like I don't need. I'm not trying to make a living off of it.
Yeah. The thing I appreciate about like your designs that I've seen, a lot of makers, they start, and it's just their style art, right? So I've always been a big fan of Boswell. Just his, I like his pipes a lot. I've had a couple of them, but they're usable. Like a very usable. A lot of his stuff is very usable designs, and that's what I appreciate about what you do. Is it's meant to use. Yeah. And there's a lot of, it's like the further you get to the pipe world, a lot of times the more like unusable.
Yes.
Like what am I going to tote around this 15 pound of burl?
Between that and then something that,
and nothing against that.
No.
Like it's some people's things, but my word, you'd have a huge left arm smoking the thing.
Well, and that too is like, there are people that really like collecting pipes, just like knives.
Sure. Yeah.
But that's the thing. A couple of the people that I'm really close to, every Friday we have a pipe meetup on Zoom, and a lot of the gentlemen that are on there are really big pipe smokers, and they are the ones who they buy to smoke them, not to put away. And so when I watch them smoking, it's usually the very small, lightweight, and honestly, design. If you drop it and you dent it, or whatever. It just adds character to it.
Who cares?
Yeah, who cares? You know, and then, but granted, there's a lot like, you know, your Dunhills we were talking about.
Yeah.
Some of them, they're very high end, expensive, but they're they're very expensive. And it's like, wow, you spend $2,000 on a pipe. It's like, do I just put it away?
Yeah.
You know? But then again, I'm not, even if I paid that much, I'd use that. I'd still use it. You buy the stuff to use it.
It's like it's the same thing in the knife world. You have, and it's almost can be a little depressing sometimes, because so many of the knives that I sell, I know is never going to get used.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's never going to live
Save
up to its
Queens.
potential. It's just I mean, I use every single. I'm hard on stuff.
Yeah.
Like my favorite knife, when Taylor builds, the poor thing. I mean, you've redone it like twice, 3 times now in the last year, because I've just beat the ever-loving snot out of it.
But isn't that awesome that he's using something you made?
Oh yeah.
And it's an honor. Yeah. Like that's what you do it
Look at
for.
that now. Like
that's
he
beautiful.
just refinished it, resharpened.
This
I had
morning.
some chips. I opened some chips. I'm really bad to open cans with it. Like,
isn't that what they say? We'll give you a full refund except for open cans or using them as a screwdriver.
And,
that is gorgeous, man.
And I've just beat the ever-loving snot out of it. That looks like brand new again.
It does.
It'll
But
look
that,
like
you know,
for a few
got to
days.
remember something like, I know for him, yeah, until you open up another can.
But, you know, and then a buddy of mine made that lanyard.
That's cool.
And, but I don't know. There's something about having, I was talking, and this is kind of a branch off of that subject, but I was talking to a buddy of mine last night about how I see how economics work. Like how if we could hit reset on, and I'm not talking about the great reset or anything, conspiracy people don't hear that. I'm saying if we were able to just go back a little bit in time, and you understand that if you buy this pipe, this affects your life.
Mm-hmm.
So you get something that you want, and your bills get paid.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing in the knife world, where a lot of people we're sending so much money to these other countries, other governments, that if we would just spend that money here with these people, with these makers, with the smaller makers, that everybody does better.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody. I mean, it is, you know, some of these makers, you know, that's how they make their living.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it is not a hobby. They may enjoy it, but this is how they pay their bills. Mm-hmm. And so your money, you can either send it to China or you can send it to an American family, you know? And so that's the way I look at it a lot of times. And I try to, if we all were just a little more conscious, like, you know, you can't buy everything American made. I can't buy an American made cell phone. Mm-hmm. You can't do that. I mean, it's just not a possibility. I wish it was. Mm-hmm. You can't buy, you know, you can buy American made clothing, and thank God that industry is getting better and better and better. But it got to a point where you couldn't even buy a dang piece of furniture made in America. Yeah. You know, we're in furniture land. Like, this is where it's all made, where it was all made. And so I just think hey, Sneaky, come here. Scouty, come here. Trying to be sneaky. He waits till I'm talking, and he's like, "Oh, I can get away. I can go snoop." I just think if we're all just a little more conscious with that, just having that in the back of our minds when we're buying something, can I pay $10 more, $20, $50 more, and support an American company that affects American jobs and American people's paychecks? You know, can I do that? Hey, you come here. Come on. Half this video is me going to be fussing at you. Scout, come. Come on. Come on. He smells something. He is on the track.
I totally agree. And what I do think is I've noticed within the last, you know, with the knife industry, and a lot of industry, it's with the firearms industry, where you're having these companies, American-made companies, making things handmade, quality stuff. You have a personal touch to it, you know, and I think people are really appreciating the quality. So they're willing to say, okay, I'm going to spend $100 more for a firearm that's made by an American-made company, because I know their fit and finish is you know, top notch, and I've heard their warranty is great. It's the same thing with knife makers, you know, pipe makers, where you know, they're willing to do that. Plus, you're making a lot of pipe makers tell you like a lot of the pipe makers are farms. They buy firearms, they buy knives. Yep. It's having that personal connection with that maker. Mm-hmm. That was made by that person. His hands were on it. His hand was you know, like doing this and this with it, and that's that personal connection. And then of course it builds on to the, like you said, furniture making. There's a couple furniture makers I know of that started off just, you know, I'm going to try to making a leg of a table. Yeah. And now they're making beautiful pieces of work.
Insane pieces of work.
Yeah. I mean, and to me, you know, maybe spending $300 or $400 more from something that's made by an American, one, and two, made by hand, is a lot better than buying something that, you know, in a couple years is going to fall apart because it's going to peel off because it's IKEA furniture. Yeah. All of a sudden the laminate rips off of it.
Yeah. If I've got to the point with furniture, if I have to put it together, I'm not buying it.
I hate assembling stuff.
It's like so many. I'm not a moron, okay? But there's nothing worse than dang some translated Chinese instructions on how to put something together.
Look at all these extra parts I have left over.
Yeah, I know.
Did I forget something? It's like trying to put an engine back together again.
Yeah.
Wait,
where did these bolts go?
Boom! The whole thing falls out. That's you know that is exactly it. I mean, and then on top of it, you know, it's not meant to last. You know, they're not designed like it's crazy.
It's all about cheap.
Yeah, I go back home, and my parents, they have furniture they bought. It's Italian made, and this thing looks the same, like it, you know, with a couple of dings on it, but it looks the same. Quality, handmade stuff. Yeah. I mean, they was passed down. Yep. You know, my aunt, my sister has my grandmother's furniture that was made in Italy, probably in the early 1900s, passed down from one person to another. Still pristine. You know, then you buy something like you said, IKEA, and the laminate pulls apart. And, so,
or the assembly pieces, they twist and lock, and they're never tight enough. To hold it together. Yep. I can't stand that.
Yep, and you're supposed to put a TV on it, and
or me. Like, I don't know about that. I've got a lot of hand-me-down furniture from my grandparents. They had like a 3,800 square foot house in Texas, and they had like family furniture, and they had stuff reupholstered countless times.
That's what my mom
years.
did.
Yeah.
She has furniture. She had furniture that was like, you know, especially your headboards for the bedrooms and your bedroom furniture. Stuff was passed down from one family to another, and you know, when somebody passes away, they, you know, okay, grandma's going to give it to so and so, and the dog is like, I'm done.
Time out.
He got to put his child in timeout.
It's just a silhouette of just crashing down.
He said, "You think so?"
How's baby boy? Good? Here you go. Come on.
He's being a butthole. So you got into, what year did you get into pipe making?
I think I started getting into pipe making 2012, 13 maybe. That's probably when I was probably doing the restoration.
So you've been doing it for a while.
Yeah, but that's when I was doing restoration. So it would be like going to, like we were talking about, going to the antique store, you find something, you clean it up, you're using your, you know, alcohol to wipe something down, and then eventually oh wow, somebody says you can use carnauba wax. Okay, well then you carnauba wax and you progress, and you buy your old school grinding machine, and you use that to kind of put the buffer wheels on it, and then you progress, and then you look at the nomenclature and see how it is, and then there's books out there or videos, and then you try this and try that. And I still remember the first time I tried, my wife bought me a metal lathe from Harbor Freight that was like this big. and she paid like $600 for this piece of junk, and I that's what I asked for. And I remember trying to use it, and the damn gears, the gears were plastic, and the pieces were falling down because the gears were not lined up. And I would return it, and I'm like, and then I start getting, I'm like, wait, I wouldn't have been able to make anything out of that because it was this tiny. And then bought a metal lathe, no, I'm sorry, a wood lathe, and tried it that way. But with wood lathes, there's certain parts of wood lathes with a wood lathe, with tooling and stuff like that. It's just not as easy. And when you buy a metal lathe, and mine's a 10 by 20 or maybe a little bigger, and it came from a gentleman who's trying to get into gun making. And
it's a big one.
Yeah. And he, unfortunately for me, fortunately, he didn't know what he was doing. He brought the wrong tooling for the machine. So when he's over there trying to mill out a barrel that he bought, he's undercutting it, and he doesn't realize that the tools don't belong to that machine. So he basically sold this thing that was like a $3,000 machine to me for $1,000. I was like, great, and that's how I got into like, okay, now I have a machine that I can actually do a little more fine tuning when you're doing work with the stem. It's about precision so that you're doing everything in one piece. The tenon is made out of the same. I learned the tenon is made out of the same material. Some people will use Dillon rod, which is great. It's just a little different process. But when you have machines like that now, you can be a little more precise, and it makes things a little easier. And then just progressing. So I would probably say I didn't really get into it probably good until about 2017, 2018. Trying to make it, I would say maybe 2 years before COVID.
Yeah.
And then COVID was a good time because that's when everybody was actually forced to sit down and you're having these conversations. And it's like, all right, I got plenty of time on my hands. All right, I'm going to send you a picture. What do you think of this? Yeah. How does this look? That kind of thing. So, but I still think I'm fairly new because you have people that have been doing it and they're doing it. They do it every day.
Yeah.
How
many pipes do you make a year?
Oh, not much. Maybe 5 to 6.
Really?
It's not as much because when I was working and as a cop, a lot of the work we did was long days. So there was never time to do it. And then raising kids.
How many kids you got?
I got 3. So I have a 22-year-old. Oh, actually going to be a 22-year-old, an 18-year-old, and a 15-year-old. So now they're at an age where, I have to worry about running after them and chasing them. So it's become a little easier. And then it's like anything else, like you're a knife maker. If you go away from doing that for a while, you almost feel like you lost
out of practice.
Yeah. And then the groove is off, and then the creativity is gone. Like, it's, and then you're like, oh wow, could I do this? And then you feel like you're not starting all over again, but your creativity kind of falls aside. Your, color schemes and stuff like that. You start to second guess yourself too. Like, oh man, I don't know if this color is going to go well to this. And, but the benefit is like, the more you do it and the more you have people around you that are really into it or good at it, you can be like, hey, what do you think of this? And they don't even have to be pipe makers. I mean, I would send something to Tim, and be like, hey, what do you think of this color combination? Cause he's really good at like, figuring this, and getting a better idea about, hey, this looks good. This doesn't look good.
Have you ever seen that documentary? I was trying to look it up. It's called Battle of the Briar, I think.
I have not, but a lot of the guys, and they'll probably get mad if they see this video that I have not seen it because they talk about it a lot.
It's actually really good.
Really?
Like, I've watched it a couple times. I never can remember the name of it. But it is actually phenomenal. What
is it about? Pipe makers, or is it different? Okay.
It's about making, like, they have a couple. It's like like boutique makers in there. They've got they go to a factory.
Okay,
it's in Ireland, I think. Maybe
Peterson Pipes is the one in Ireland. There are Petersons in Ireland.
Went to. Did you know in North Carolina the only pipe factory is in Sparta, North Carolina?
Meerschaum. Is it Meerschaum?
No, it's Dr. Grabow.
Really?
Yeah.
Grabow?
Joe Flowers goes in there and buys pipes from the factory.
Are you kidding me? I thought it was Missouri Meerschaum. Really? They're
Sparta,
still
North Carolina.
there?
Yep.
They're still there.
Still operational.
They've downsized to like one building now.
It's still a really big place.
It is.
It's a big place.
I'd like to go up there and see it.
I'd love to
sometime.
do. Whenever you want to go, we can go. Because I've not. It's funny you say that because there's a couple years ago where they were like, it might have been them then, because they were like, they had mass amounts of briar that they had posted, and they were like, oh, I didn't realize they were in North Carolina. I thought it was
Is that
Missouri.
the name of the
Michigan.
company?
Dr. Grabau. Yeah.
They were like, what do they call them? Like, they're
Drugstore
pipes.
Yeah.
It's kind of like people don't realize like K Woody, which is American. That was like a higher end. They had drugstore pipes, and then they had higher end pipes. Is that timeline during the early 1900s, like 1910 all the way up to 60s. Pipes were really big.
I've never had one of their pipes.
I mean, I've seen them. I mean, I see them all the time at antique stores and stuff. They're fairly affordable.
Very affordable.
Yeah.
A lot of it comes down to what I was told. A lot of it's the briar.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are made on machines where like you duplicate it.
Yeah.
So it's like duplicated machines where so they'll have a pipe and have a shape and then they duplicate it and it's mass produced. The stems are mass produced. So it keeps the cost down, but it's American made. But then they don't hold the value. Like some of K Woody's American made company, they hold pretty. It's not like your Dunhill. Dunhill, it's like the older they go, the better, more expensive they go. Your Dunhills.
We'll have to get up with Joe Flowers one day and go to
We should go to.
He goes in there all the time and buys pipes.
Really?
Yeah. I think he gives them to the people in the Amazon. I think
Really?
he said he took some down to the Amazon and give them away.
That's awesome.
I don't know what they smoke in them.
Ayahuasca. Ayahuasca.
Yeah. Whatever they have.
Scout. What is the problem? Why you
He's
gotta-
about to whoop somebody with that stick, it looked like.
Scout, come here. Come. Leave it.
How old is he?
10 or 11.
Oh my God. He doesn't act like a 10-year-old.
No.
He wants to play.
He acts like a retard sometimes. Scout, this way. Come on.
Yeah, I think this tobacco is a little too wet because it won't stay lit for long.
I can't remember what my first pipe was. Somebody bought it for me. I remember. It was a little cheap, probably $20-$40 pipe, something like that. I can't remember what it was. I still got it. But I think my first, what I would consider like nicer pipe was a Peterson.
Yeah.
And they're not bad.
No, they're not.
Like, I think that's what I recommend to people that, hey, you want to get into this? Like, buy Peterson or Savinelli.
Yeah, I've had more luck with the Petersons.
Yeah.
Because I'm like my friends with I smoke faster.
Yeah.
So they burn hotter, and Savinellis are a little bit the walls. Sometimes some of their pipes, the walls are skinnier. But yeah, I would agree with you because they're good quality.
The only thing I don't like about them is the filter.
But see, you don't have to have.
I take the filter out.
Yeah, you took the
but-
filter out,
Yeah.
and then they used to sell caps where you can put it in there, like a little plastic piece where it replicates a filter, but it's not. Yeah, I mean, you could do
Just take
that.
them out. And-
Now, well, first Savinelli I bought had a filter in it, and I never had
And I
one.
didn't know. Like, that thing stopped up. I didn't realize
That there was a
filter in it. I pulled that
balsam
apart.
wood.
I'm like, what in the world's
Yeah.
in this thing? I had no idea.
Well, like if you look at some of the old pipes, like Dr. Grabo and K Woody, they didn't have filters. They had these little metal pins with little balls on it, and the idea was to catch your saliva so that it wouldn't drop down into the bowl. So, like back in the day, they had all these different things. Carburetor pipes where it had a hole in the bottom, and as you puffed, it kind of like gave it more air, and all that was the heyday of it.
Innovation
Yeah.
for pipes.
Yeah.
I think the first time I ever saw a pipe was in like Little House on the Prairie. Like, that was like the first time, like I remember as like a little kid seeing a pipe. Like,
I remember the first time smelling a pipe was being real little, and we were parked next to this old guy, and he must have been smoking, your traditional aromatic, and it was like, that's so awesome.
The nice thing about pipe smoking is you can smoke a pipe anywhere.
Yes.
And nobody's like, ooh.
Yeah.
You know, ooh, they're like, oh, this guy's IQ's over.
Yeah.
You know?
over 16 IQ.
This guy might be over 80.
You can actually multitask.
Yeah. I don't know, you know, I don't know a ton about, you know, I just smoke pipe. I just, over the years, have smoked tobacco that I like. I'm not like, I like aromatics a lot.
Aromatics are really good, but the only thing with them is sometimes they come in like wet. So
yeah, like that peaches and cream is pretty wet.
So sometimes you have to let it sit out. A couple of the guys, I think I told you the little trick is you take some of the, whatever the bowl amount you're putting in, put it in the microwave on a paper plate for like 10 seconds. It'll take a little moisture out. Some of the good quality aromatics taste phenomenal. They taste just as good as they smell. It's the old days of like getting some of the ones that were like, oh, you get them at the drugstore, and it smells fantastic, but it burns like so fast and it has no flavor. But now there's some really good aromatics. I kind of go back and forth with like some good aromatics, and then Virginia Periques.
I mean, what we're smoking now, would that be considered aromatic, right?
No, that's actually a Virginia. That's a Virginia
Well,
Perique.
Okay, then I'm probably just completely wrong with what I'm saying then.
No, you're not, because that has got more of a So Virginia.
So I've always said like any type of like flavored tobacco is aromatic.
No.
That's okay. That's
where aromatic would be something that is got a smell to it that usually is not your traditional smell. So like there's a couple companies that make an aromatic where they add a little bit of like a cherry flavor or cherry, so that it's mostly like a burley or Virginia, but it's got that smell. So as it burns off, it's got a smell. But like this one has a good smelling note to it, but it's not considered an aromatic.
Would that Boswell's peaches and cream considered
That's
aromatic?
an aromatic, So like that would be, I mean, anything that you got that is going to be not a Virginia or like not just the tobacco itself. It's like a cigar, right? You have these people that like, oh, I can taste notes of cocoa and all that stuff like that. It's the same idea. That's not really an aromatic. It doesn't smell like cocoa, but it's got maybe a hint of that, you know. And then they have cigars that that they make that have a sweet taste or whatever, sweet smell. It's the same idea. But aromatics usually are going to be the ones where they have a topping on it, whether it's a cherry or peach, you know, what do you call it? Like your old English style, you know. But there are some tobaccos out that will, like I said, will be a really good quality Virginia or another one. It's not just shag tobacco with a little bit of a topping. So it tastes good, but it smells good too. Yeah. What
would you tell the dude that's just getting started? Like, what would you do?
I would do aromatics. Start off with aromatics. Just make sure you dry it out, because the biggest thing I learned is like, if it's not dried out, you're basically going to have to constantly, like I'm doing right now, relighting, because you didn't let it dry out good enough. Doing that 10-second thing would work. But I would do an aromatic. Start out with an aromatic. Don't pack it heavy. I remember the first time I went like way back, and it's like, you want to pack it this level down hard, then this level lighter. And then you're literally, it's like you can't draw anything. So I just say, put it in there with your thumb, take a couple puffs out of it, see what the airway's like, and then just light it up and see. But making sure the tobacco is dried out, then you can use your aromatics. Buy something reasonable and try it. And then you can progress. The other thing would be, a tip would be, let your pipe cool down before you break it apart to clean it. Because the wood and then the material here are two different types of heat. So if you break them apart and they cool down at different paces, that's when you'll start to see where the tenon, which is here, starts to be easily maneuvered. And you really don't want that, because then you'll have it in your mouth and all of a sudden the whole pipe falls out. So those are little things you learn later on. Like I didn't know that, you know, and next thing you know, the like you said, the stem is staying in my mouth and the pipe's falling down. But I would do that.
A squirrel attacking.
I don't know what that was.
Hope it's not a bear.
Yeah, it's not a bear. I've never seen a bear around here. Good Lord. Chill out.
There's something up there throwing stuff down on us.
Right on our head.
We've got those midget Sasquatches out there.
You got local.
Yeah.
That Terry?
Otherwise known as meth heads.
I'm gonna be quiet. I know this region of North Carolina.
Be up in a tree staring down at you.
Yeah. Asking for some.
I've been awake for 2 weeks. I've been here for 2 years. Yeah, that's the Appalachia Way there.
We're far from Appalachia, but I know that's a long walk, right?
Yeah. It's a interesting, yeah. That's what I call them.
The Appalachia.
No, we just have the midgets here. We don't have the full normal ones.
Miniature Sam Squinch.
Sam Squinch. I get it. So is this like the area where you have to wait for it to just to get a little darker, so then all the monsters start coming out? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's like that everywhere you go. Then you start seeing them doing the zombie walks.
Oh yeah. You come over to the
Scout
shop,
like
you'll
them.
see them.
We call them the walkers.
The walkers.
You know, it's crazy. Growing up,
Scout hates anybody that does not have proper transportation.
Yeah.
If you're riding a bike, on a moped or walking, he is pissed. And he just like cusses you out as we go by. Get a job! He's hardcore Republican. Get a job!
I don't think this will be put on this, but I was up in New York City, like growing up in New York in that area. I remember the Giuliani days and be able to go. I remember pre-Giuliani days and when the murder rate was so high. You take the train in there, you know, maybe pay 75 cents to get in there, and you'd see like not even crime scene tape. Yeah. Then pre 9/11, it's cleaned up. Oh, recently we were up there, and people told me like it's not like it used to be.
Yeah.
As soon as you're in the middle of like Times Square, as soon as the sun starts to go down, all of a sudden the zombies start coming out.
Yeah.
They literally look like they just came out of the sewer.
Oh, yeah.
It is the craziest thing. And I'm like, they're right. And you see them like doing the funky chicken down I'm like, they just appeared in the middle of the street just because the sun went down a little bit. Like, where'd they come from?
It's the sun, they're allergic.
It's like vampires.
Yeah. They're allergic to the sun.
This is Blade.
Oh, thank you for the stick.
Oh, don't pick it up.
No.
Pick it up. It's over.
Okay.
Scout. Leave it. Leave it.
He is so freaking cute.
He's just being a
It's because he's got everybody around. He wants attention.
No, he just knows I'm distracted.
Oh.
He's like, oh, you're not going to get up and come get me.
I actually just sent a pipe to Mike Pannone. It was a K Woody 500. So K Woody, I'm a big K Woody. I don't have a lot of them, but the reason why I like K Woody is so during World War II, a lot of pipe companies were making pipes specifically for soldiers.
Really?
Yes. And there's a couple pipes that they made that actually had metal. I have one. It was made during the early 40s to 30, and they had a metal cap that you can pull out and cover up the barrel with. And I sent him one, and I think he said his wife is smoking it. But like, it's cool because there's something about that tradition. Like we're talking about the necklaces you got. Yeah. Like, there's something about our heritage and pass it on, and you know that we cannot hold on to. And that's why I love some of the K Woodies because, and even Dr. Graba, because they are American made. They were issued to people. Guys were getting those issued, or they and you see what they were doing back in those times and why they were smoking the pipes. It's the same reason why we do it. Take a break, you know.
Yeah, it's like the it's almost like it's like anti-culture in a way, like the opposite of the way culture's gotten, where it's just go, 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 go. You know,
Fast and easy.
You know, just it's I don't know. I'm not a huge fan.
I think
We're kind of forced into it to some extent, but you do have to be very intentional about slowing down.
No, you hit the nail on the head. Is because all of us, like I was retired, and even my first 4 months, I wasn't smoking a pipe or doing anything to slow down, except for maybe drinking, and that sometimes is not a good thing. And this definitely helps you. It's like what I like. The cigar world's finally, at least in the States, North Carolina, you're starting to see cigar bars opening up.
Oh yeah,
where you're having, breweries and cigar places opening up together, where guys and girls can sit down, have a cigar, have a drink, and just calm down for a minute. And they're not like, on fast forward.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like life moves at 1,000,000 miles an hour already. It's like, I used to think people were joking when they said time moves faster the older you get, but it is no joke. It just feels like it flies by.
How old are you?
38, I think.
How old are you?
31.
I'm 48.
48.
And I remember thinking as the kids get older, man, I can't wait till they're not out of the house, but I don't have to change their diapers anymore. But then you get to a point, my age now, it's like, I'm almost 50. Man, I don't know if I want to go down that road. Because you start you're right. Your time goes by way faster as you get older. And next thing you know, it's like,
I just always say I'm halfway there.
yeah. So you got a lot more time.
It's halfway there.
You're halfway there.
It's not I don't know. I think getting old is a good thing. Means you survived the year before. When you stop getting older, there's a problem.
Yeah.
You got a lot of people that hold on to that youth.
Yeah. Well, isn't that like dude, I don't know what it is, especially in the women, dude. Golly dang, it's like they want to stay 20 years old their whole life.
The injections and all that.
It's just
I
crazy.
think it makes them look terrible.
It does make them look. It just makes them be able to see how mentally insane they really are. I mean,
put that in the video.
Oh, it's
Canceled.
One cuts, man. We don't.
Uncensored, uncut.
I want to say something about that topic right now, but I have a feeling. So it's amazing, that same exact topic. You have some very, very nice, attractive women, or just nice women whatsoever, and they feel the need to go and get. Yeah, and then they come back, and it was such a bad job. They look like a clown character.
Yeah.
And it's like, and nobody tells them to their face, like, hey, by the way, they must have put too much injections because they look like your lips are 5 times bigger than it is. It's like, now you're going to have permanent wrinkles on your face because your lips were never that big.
Yep.
Nobody is ever honest with them and say, hey, maybe that's not what you wanted to do. But instead, they walk around looking like, plastic face.
Yeah.
Can you insert a picture of Mickey Rourke on the screen?
Oh my God! Oh, before and after?
Oh my gosh.
When he got it done, first time he got it done, and then afterward, like.
I just don't get it, man. Like, why? I don't understand it. But women, it's really bad. I don't understand how you go through life thinking that looks good. And I mean, you look at like 60-year-old women trying to be, looks like they're trying to be 20.
Well, what's scary is when you see them, and they look like they're 20, and then you see this little line.
Oh yeah,
and they got their face
peeled back.
Like,
dudes are doing it too, though nowadays.
Yeah. Really?
Oh yeah.
Those aren't dudes, man. You can't. That's not dudes.
How?
That ain't a man.
This is like, okay, we're getting down that rabbit hole, but it's kind of like that. Like, you peel your skin back.
Yeah.
It's going to stretch back out. Yeah. Or you're going to keep it. What is it going to have? Your skin is going to be like wafer thin that you could just see your skull or the blood flowing through it. Because every time you peel it back, you got to peel it back more and peel it back more. Next thing you know, like,
That's not a man bun back there. That's extra skin.
That's your skin. You got it wrapped up. You see staples back here. What's the name of that? That's like a
In The Simpsons,
oh my god.
when Homer lost all that weight,
Yeah.
and he's standing there in his underwear, all the clothes he has on his back.
Yes, that's exactly it.
I don't get it. It's like it's a sickness though. It's sad that people think they have to be that way.
What I don't understand too is like some of the people that I've seen that have done stuff like that, they just have normal jobs, and I don't think the insurance companies cover. So they're taking money out of their own pocket to pay for this surgeries or whatever they are, they got to be expensive of some sort.
Sure.
And they're not extremely wealthy, so that's money that, like, I was always like, I give the kid, your family comes first. So, but you're right. If their mentality is like keeping up appearances that way, then there's something wrong.
There's something inside that's wrong.
Yeah, they need some therapy.
I mean, it's a
Or Jesus.
so kind of that was. Let's start with that one. That's like always a good place to start. But it is. But if we look at our culture, the way everything's gotten, like, it starts when they're kids. Like the indoctrination of that stuff starts when they're little kids. They have to be a certain way, look a certain way.
Yeah.
It's really sad. I hope to see that change.
Well, we talked about it at lunch about the youth movement of finding God has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
At least from what I see, because my kids have become very religious, and at least they open the Bible up and they're going to these, meetings and stuff like that. And these are young middle schoolers, high schoolers, that if anything they take out of it is just the right and wrong aspect of it, that goes a long way. Because I didn't have that in high school. And, there was nothing available like outside that except for going to the church.
Sure.
But that is becoming at least a positive, Is that your stomach?
That was my stomach.
That's your dog?
No, that was my stomach.
Oh.
That was that sandwich.
Yeah.
It was like,
I was like, either that or you're just trapping one. Right there. But like, that's what's awesome. You're starting to see that. And I see it with my kids. Now, granted, nobody's perfect, but at least amongst that chaos of people kind of losing their mind, you are starting to see some youth trying to regain their sanity. And they're like, wow, I saw that girl. She's doing that. I don't want to go that way.
I don't want that.
Nope. So let me go to the opposite side, and we're going to go to a Christian Athletics Association, and we're going to talk about sports and God. That's fantastic.
It is. It's not a. It's like when you see these, hopefully when we see this. I know a lot of people diss the young people, Gen Zs, the teenagers today.
Well, it's kind of weird, like.
But I'm encouraged. Honestly, I'm encouraged. I think they're going to be the ones to change the.
So I don't know how that all works. Gen Z, whatever. It's almost like the ones that have the issues are a little older than them.
Yeah.
The youth that are in high school now, and even in college, you're seeing these great movements.
Yeah.
The ones that you see there's issues are the ones that are after college that haven't been able to find some type of way that you're seeing those issues with but I can't say anything because we're in North Carolina. Maybe it's different in different states. But I agree with you. I never thought, but I don't know what the generations are, what this means, whatever. I mean, but I agree. Like there is some positive hope.
Yeah.
When your kid comes home from school with a Bible in their hand and they're not going to a Christian school.
Yep.
And they're they're telling you stories about people they know and how bad they were. Can you believe that? Like, it's pretty positive. Like, wow, you at this age of 13.
That's a lot of like awareness.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's positive. And they're not the only ones. It's not like it's just my kids. You're seeing kids that maybe don't have the greatest household, but they manage to stay with the kids, or they migrate to keeping themselves together.
Sure.
And so it's not just, okay, mom and dad It might be just mom. It might be just dad, but they're finding each other, which is awesome.
Yeah. I'm starting to see more of a search for truth
Yes.
among that. You know what I'm saying? Like the younger people are really looking for truth, not necessarily experiences and, just feel good. They're actually looking for real truth, which is encouraging.
And
you look for it, you'll find it.
And they're asking questions.
Yeah.
It's nice to have kids when they're or when they're asking other people that they might be around, what do you think of this? Or this happened to my friend. What do you think of that?
Yep.
Or, hey, this is going on at the house. Because a lot of back even when we were younger, people kept everything in. You didn't say nothing about nothing. Now at least they're asking questions and they're like, hey, am I going in the right path? Which is great.
We all have those compartments we stuff stuff in.
Yeah.
Mr. Plane Guy flies over all the time. You'll hear him cut his motor off. It's like
Was
it
he
cuts
one of
off.
those guys?
Yeah, he's like it stops for a little bit, and you'll hear him fire it back up.
Is he trying to like save gas or something like that?
My dad lives at the airport in Salisbury, and there's a guy with a biplane, and you'll see him going straight up, and he'll cut the engine off, and he'll spiral down, and you're like,
That is adrenaline junkie
and
right
then you
there.
hear it, and he'll go right back up.
That's an
It's pretty
adrenaline
wild.
junkie. One of these days, the engine's not going to catch back.
The last ride.
This was 2 years ago, because there's a little tiny airport right over here
Mm-hmm.
that a bunch of these little bush plane people take off from, and they fly around. Well, I wasn't here, but Heather was here, and she heard one go, sputtering, it was heading back towards the airport,
Wow.
and his engine cut off. And instead of landing in like the 1,000-acre field back here behind me, he tries to make it to the airport and crashes in the trees. And they got tore up.
There's been a few small plane crashes
Yeah.
around here recently. There's one
Yes.
out there at Lake Norman.
Yes.
I
one
think the
that
guy
runs into
died.
the power line.
Or
Did he run into the power line over there?
That's the one that
no, he
was,
drove into that dude's front yard in the trees.
Oh, there was also
Crashed.
one up. Wasn't there one in Charlotte? Maybe I have it wrong. Where
I think
it
you're right.
landed on the highway?
Yeah.
And I just saw the one in California with the helicopter. Or was it California or one of the places in the helicopter?
Yeah, the helicopter just
came out and
lost
landed,
its
but they
nut.
were able to get everybody out. Like, what?
That one that kind of started coming down, and then it took right back up. And
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
it fell
Yeah,
apart.
yeah. No, that was New York.
Is that New York?
The one that fell disintegrated.
No, he
Okay.
wasn't that far above the building, but then his tail rotor came off, and he just
Is that
he
recently?
lost it. Yeah,
Okay.
Oh, that was the one that was here. Yeah, that was
The
the
helicopter was?
Novant.
Is that what it was?
Chopper,
really?
I think. Yeah.
I mean it was pretty rough. I mean I think there was 3 people dying. That
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the New York one where the guy in there was a former SEAL. He's the pilot in New York, and they're doing the things. In New York City, they go around and they do, and the whole entire helicopter disintegrates in midair. Like there was like massive. They looked into it. The whole helicopter just disintegrated. It didn't blow up. It parts were falling off of it, and they crashed,
That's
and everybody
wild.
died.
Well,
We're getting somber right here.
I know. See what happens when you smoke pipes and have conversations.
Real deep thinking in the woods.
Deep thinking in the woods. How was your time in the military? Would you do it again?
Yes. I will tell you, everybody will tell you, leadership, without a doubt, makes or breaks your time in the military, whether it's good or bad. And a lot of younger guys and girls don't realize that, and I didn't know this. If you have bad leadership, there's always a time or way, or you can try to get out of that unit. Like you can be, I was in Marine Corps, so you can be with 2-8 and, hey, I need to get out of here. And you can request. There's other ways of doing it. But I had phenomenal leadership, more than bad. So, in our time in combat, there was times where leadership was terrible. Decision making was not there. So you had your team leader, your squad leader. You had to step up and make decisions to save your guys' lives. But luckily, we had great leadership prior, so you learned all that stuff. It's sad when you have some of these younger guys or girls and they're, I'm going to do my 4 years and I want to do X, Y, and Z. And their 4 years are miserable. And why? Well, I had terrible leadership for 4 years. Yeah. Did you ever think about going anywhere? Well, no. Maybe it's time. Maybe it would have been good to 2 years and, hey, I want to go somewhere else and try something different. But
so you can do that in the military.
I heard you can do that. I don't know if that's true or not. I know that as you pick up rank, So if you're Lance Corporal, Corporal, Sergeant, a lot of times they don't want you as a staff NCO, at least the side, or even an officer side, to stay within your unit as you get promoted, because it's like you're now controlling your buddies. So that's a mobility thing. I don't know how it is in the Army, but what I'm saying, like I've heard guys who had success talk about their ability to go from really bad to good, within their time of service. Now, granted, a lot of them were 20-year veterans, 25-year veterans, so they can do it. But I would do it all over again. I'm proud. My grandfather served in World War II, Battle of the Bulge, and Normandy. And I remember before leaving, he set a good precedent of like, take everything you learn to heart because it's going to save your life one day. And this is pre 9/11. Mm-hmm. His mentality is like, hey, if you're really going to serve, because nobody else wanted me and my brother to go in the military. It was like, if you're going to do it right. And he was 100% right. And everything you did, you learned. So you can blame it all on leadership, but it's your own individual. Yeah. It's like your job, what you guys do. You're successful, even though you might not think you are, because of yourself.
Right.
You kept pushing forward and you kept doing it. You learned, and we're talking about humility, but you learned like, okay, I don't want to be like this knucklehead. So I'm going to learn. I'm going to pick the book up. But my time in service was a lot of fun. It was tough at times, but I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Yeah. That's it's pretty wild. So you were in the reserves, and then 9/11 hit, and then you got deployed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we stayed on active duty for 2.5 years, and basically we're attached to 6 Marines. So you have 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6. We pretty much were like 4, 6, and we just stayed. And I mean, it makes a lot of sense at that time just to keep you, because you already now trained up. We were doing we were on the rotations for all the training and deployments. And granted, we were doing some stuff like we went to Yugoslavia for about 3 months to fill for another unit that went overseas, and then then of course the invasion of Iraq happens, and we go with them too. But yeah, I'm proud of my time over there. I'm proud of what we did. It's like everybody else, you always have like their, could have done this, could have not, you got to get over that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm very proud and try to pass that on to whatever I can. And then people ask me, would you have your kids join the military? I'm like, yeah, if they want to do it, by all means, I'm not going to stop them.
Heck yeah. Well, this has been fun.
He's done already.
He's
just at the end.
He's finally giving it up. Scout.
He feels your foot on his back. He's like, I better not get up.
You're chill, buddy.
Got time for that vet appointment.
I know.
How is he with the vet?
He's not good with anybody but me. It's pretty terrible. I have to
hold him. As far as they don't put any of those stitches in there that just aren't good over time.
They would have, but something happened. They weren't working correct, so they had to use the regular ones. I would cut them out, but it's hard for me to hold him
and do it. Yeah.
So, and nobody else can hold him. So it's just one of those things. I'll take it up there and let
him.
He
seems like just a sweet little guy.
Yeah, he can be. He's kind of a butthole sometimes. It's like living with
yourself,
like a pterodactyl.
Oh, I was going to say, kind of like yourself.
Myself.
Yeah, he gets sick of me being around pretty often, I'm sure. We'll be going somewhere and he has to get in the back seat and he just looks at me. He's just like,
he took my spot.
Yeah, he's pretty chill. He doesn't like women that much.
That's kind of crazy.
But I was his. This was his 5th home before he was 2.
Oh wow! Okay.
And there was apparently some women that treated him pretty rough.
Yeah. And that kind of breed, they're very hyper. They're
very much working dogs.
Yeah, they got to keep working.
They need a job, and he's chilling out now. Like he's 10, 11 years old. This is chill blue heeler, which
is crazy because he's still
very active
for a 10-year-old. You see a 10-year-old lab and they're like grayed out
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
done, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas him, he wants to throw. He wants
So
somebody to.
he'll run till he can't.
Oh, wow.
Till he just can't go anymore. He goes everywhere with me. He
Will he go into stores with you too? Stay with you or not really?
do what?
Will he go in with you to stores and stuff
yeah.
like that?
Yeah.
Man, I wish I could do that.
Yeah. I pretty much take him everywhere. He's in the wintertime, like he'll sit in the truck, you know, because it's cold and he does good. He's good as long as he knows where I'm at. It's just severe separation anxiety.
But it's funny because now that I'm retired and my lab is with me all the time now, she's doing that. She does the same thing, follows you around constantly, you know. And everybody, all the kids are making fun of. They joke around. Oh, she says there's your little baby girl following you around, but you're there now and you're with them. It's attachment, which is unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's just an awesome thing.
They're super good to have around. I don't know what I'd do without him being around. But I've got 4,
Really.
but he's main dude.
He's one of a
I mean,
kind.
Our oldest one, that's my wife's dog.
How old is he?
He's 13.
Wow.
Probably.
What kind of dog?
Same 4
Really?
regulars, yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
You can get, that's one thing. My mom was actually looking to buy one time. They wound up getting a Brittany Spaniel instead because we had Brittany's growing up. We bought one in North Carolina and then I drove her up. But she was looking for blue heelers, and there's a lot of lot around here that
There is.
do breeding.
Yeah. There he is. He was a rescue. All 3 of them were rescues. The one puppy we got was from the same place he actually came from.
Really?
So, yeah.
Just the owners treated him like
No.
Prior,
The puppy I got from the breeder where he originally came from.
But I meant like after the breeder sold them, you know, the wrong people.
He had a rough go with it.
It's like my parents had rescued a Weimaraner, and people don't realize like Weimaraners are hunting dogs.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they are very hyper, and if you don't let them run and do things,
They'll drive you nuts.
they drive you crazy.
Yeah, that's the way they are.
And then every you finally see, oh, somebody's trying to get rid of a Weimaraner. Well, why? Because it's too hyper. Well, you know, why would you well, it look pretty.
Well, the same reason people get rid of them, they don't use Google, I guess, and say, should I buy a blue heeler? No.
But I mean, the thing about it is you got plenty of people that you see that they live in the city and they have a dog, but they take it for walks, or they're constantly doing things with the dog versus, you know, stay in the corner, and it gets a lot of energy for those dogs just to sit.
You can't leave these you can't leave these inside. They have to be. You have to run them like crazy.
Yeah. Well, you got a perfect place to do it.
Yeah, they got. Once we get the whole place finished fencing, they'll be able to stay outside.
You gonna put like that metal fencing up there?
Yeah, the same fencing all the way around the property.
We did that in our backyard. What they call it?
Chain link fencing.
No, not chain link. There's
like
a term. Cattle fencing.
Yeah.
And then, but what they did was they did exactly the same thing, and then he ran like wooden posts across the top, just to prevent the dog from leaping over it.
Yeah.
But it was so much cheaper than buying
Chain link.
chain link, or just doing the typical planked wood fences that deteriorate over time.
If you can do your own farm fence like that,
it
turns out way cheaper. A lot of labor.
Yeah.
But
my mother-in-law's neighbor, he's got the whole posts. What do you call them? The auger.
Yeah.
And he's older now, but when he put his fence down, he did everything himself. Same thing, ran the line through it because he's got recovered. They do recoveries for horses.
Oh.
And they put the electrical line through it to prevent, get that done in a day.
T-posts are pretty easy because you can just take a tractor or something and push them in.
Yeah.
Really?
So,
even with this ground?
I didn't do any of that.
The ground over here is hard. Is it hard over here too? By us, it's like cement.
I think this used to be an old riverbed.
Okay.
Down through here. We've got really good dirt.
Okay.
This used to be a cotton farm.
Okay.
An old spinster lady used to have a cotton farm here. That's where my house, that's who used to live in my house.
Okay.
She didn't marry till she was in her 60s or 70s.
Wow.
Married a old Vietnam vet. It had they called it shell shock, but he was just PTSD, just completely cooked. And they, but yeah, she had all this all the way up through here where it was all cotton. She did herself.
Oh, good, man.
She did herself.
Really?
The mosquitoes started eating me up.
Yeah, my back of my legs. Yeah, I like the Italian food. Oh, I'll tell you a funny story about the incident we can't talk about because I can't really go into that. But when I got hurt, my friend, who I love to death, comes over to me and he looks down on the ground and he's like, "Where's the spaghetti sauce?"
Oh, that's pretty funny.
I was like, "You son!" I'm like, yeah. As I'm getting carried to the hospital, he's asking where the spaghetti sauce is. Like, what a thanks a lot.
Well, dude, thanks for coming and hanging out. This is fun.
Anytime. I appreciate you guys having me. I didn't think
This
this
is probably one of our longest videos to date.
Probably.
well, because we're sitting here smoking.
Oh, really?
I think so, yeah.
Well, you people who waited till the end, thanks for hanging out. We'll put a screenshot of Vincent's Instagram here overlaid over the video so you can go find him.
Is this live?
No,
Okay.
We're not live.
no,
Okay. You're lying to me.
it's not live.
You're so lying to me. He's a
No,
liar.
we're not live.
Okay,
No,
okay.
we're recording. No,
Otherwise, I would have a laptop here and
Yeah.
stream. Yeah, no.
He's like, you kind of looked over at him like, I don't care because I dropped a lot of bombs right
Oh,
now.
no. Live would probably be a little bit worse live.
no, we So find his Instagram. You want a pipe from him? They can reach out to you.
Yep.
Pipe.
It's interesting because it's another story. My father's side served in World War II in Italy, but he was an American, held captive, even though he was. And then my grandfather served in World War II as an American, but they were both American.
Really?
Yeah, one got caught over in Italy right before the war, and they literally held him there, and he wound up doing like forced labor, not as a
Gosh.
yeah, but forced into the military, and he into the Italian military. But he was like, "I'm an American. I'm not fighting for you," and he wound up basically doing forced labor for the whole time.
Gosh.
And then my grandfather on my mom's side was in World War II, as in the army, so it's interesting. But I'm trying to change that to kind of honor them.
We'll get that changed before the video releases.
Okay.
So somebody not gonna steal your name or something on Instagram.
You really?
Yeah.
They will do that.
Absolutely.
People suck.
So should I just go into my Instagram account and just change it?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I need some experience from these guys right here.
See, haha.
I have no tech. You're laughing because he's the technical savvy guy.
The person watching was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get his name."
Pay me for this name.
You know,
God,
it's like real estate, man. Virtual
people
real
are
estate.
terrible, man. Can't they just be just normal human being, good people?
Well, there will be one day.
But I tell you what, you made a good point. People are all about the truth now, so that's helping. I think the bullshit is starting to fade away.
No, it's a lot easier to have. It's a lot easier to put the wool over people's eyes now.
Yeah.
Got to see that a lot lately.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. You're not who you say you are. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. Go check out Ridge Runner Blades. Vincent, thanks for coming and hanging out.
Oh, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Hey, I gotta shake your hand here. Thank you.
Absolutely.
I know this is
Thanks,
all
Taylor.
right, man. Oh, man, no
Thanks for hanging
problem.
out. Yeah, he brought Taylor a pipe up today. Isn't that cool?
First pipe.
First pipe?
First pipe. Yep.
Oh, you can't start out like that.
Oh yeah. I go big, man. Go big or go home.
You know what I'll do? I'll see if I can find him an estate pipe that's like, I'll clean it up and hand it to you, and you can have two.
Okay.
One that you can. Well, you can beat them all up.
Oh, yeah.
I give you. By the way, I give a lifetime warranty. So if anything goes on it, as long as you're not using it for a screwdriver.
Is it a hammer?
Your knife or hammer.
Is it a hammer?
But if you do that for you, I'll honor that. I just want the video of you
Okay.
using it, and the nail better be going into the freaking dirt, into the wood. Then I'll fix the whole thing up for you.
Don't say that to him.
No, I wouldn't do that. This is too cool. I wouldn't do that.
All right, let's get to work.
Catch you on the next one.
Thank you.
Peace.
Take full of knives.
The Cherry Man.